Hello. This is I'm gonna call it a barely structured playthrough of Baldur's Gate, long form, more than likely. I think this first part is going to be very long and kind of droning, so I apologize, but I need to explain some things. My name is Adrioid. I also go by Adrian. Wow, I need to turn this down. I'm not very familiar with CRPGs. I played through, or might not have even necessarily played through it. I think I played through Pillars of Eternity around the time it would have released. And I would have been like 14 maybe. So I wasn't exactly well versed in the genre of CRPGs, especially not the older genre of CRPGs. Where do I go with this? I think that... Let me restart. I want to do a full saga playthrough of these games. Now, that's a lot to ask for. I'm gonna be honest, I may abandon this in episode 3. While I do certainly love RPGs, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through the oldness of these games. Just the crust of time that can form on them. Even in despite the fact that they're still amazing games, I'm sure. And I will admit, yes, I'm playing the Enhanced Edition. I tried to find the original. I couldn't. I looked everywhere, and I'm not gonna get a physical copy for this. It's just not worth it. So cry about it. Now where do I go with this? Well, where the hell am I going with this? What I'm trying to say is, I am sort of setting things up to posture myself as a, I guess the term would be, documentarian of these older games, because I want to show the experience of playing them now. So I guess you could say that these are long-form retrospectives in some capacity. Long form's quite an understatement, but because I do want to do full, essentially unedited playthroughs. So I think that I'm going to be doing, alongside this game, a playthrough of either Pillars of Eternity again, or Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It was either that or Fallout, and I don't think I'd stick through Fallout, realistically. On top of that, I'm going to be intermittently throwing together a playthrough of Ultima Underworld. First one, the Stygian Abyss. So I hope the one person who's probably watching this is interested in that. How are you doing? Probably a bot, honestly. It's just a bot scrubbing for views, I would assume. I'm gonna get moving, because I'm being a fucking idiot. And my timer is set for like 33 minutes, and I don't have enough time to go past that currently. Okay. So, without further ado, what is my, I guess, experience playing other RPGs? I'd say not much. I never really played many RPGs, I'll be honest. Well, very interested. I mostly played just whatever my friends were playing, which would be like Rainbow Six and like The Division, you know, that sort of garbage. When I was a kid, I played like PS2 hack and slash stuff. Dynasty Warriors was amazing. Loved the Dynasty Warriors. I liked Final Fantasy. I was a weird kid. I guess you could say, oh yeah, those are RPGs. I liked Final Fantasy. I wasn't good at it. And I doubt I'll be very good at this. I do understand the concepts behind tabletop systems, so I do understand a little bit about this, even if I don't necessarily understand Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I can put myself together enough to understand this, I hope. We're gonna be doing a new game. I have not pre-generated anything because I'm a little freak who never prepares. I don't know if I'm really going to be playing a character here, but anyhow, I'm gonna flip a card for gender, I think. I don't really have any plans for what kind of character I'm gonna be playing. It sounded terrible. I don't really have any plans for what kind of character I'm going to be playing. Realistically, I think it would be best to start with something that is kind of a mix between magic and combat, so that it's not necessarily so difficult for me. Alright, flipping. Oh gosh, I didn't even declare. Doing the amateur hour. Okay, I dropped my card. I'm gonna go heads, male. Tails. I have no clue what portrait. Because I have no idea what I'm gonna be playing. We're gonna go with that. Well, it kinda, yeah, whatever. I do understand a little bit of the I guess, mechanics of the system, because I have looked through the class list. I do also have the manual. I don't know how much I'm going to be using it. I do have the manual. Alright, there go my cards. 90% resistance against charm and sleep magics. I don't know how common those are used. In Proficient, I don't think it's very useful. Backup bonus with bows, short swords, and long swords is useful. Kind of a strange mix for elves. They're poor at opening locks, which doesn't make much sense to me, because they have a +1 in dexterity, but that's fine. I'm not gonna say anything. Half elves are just kind of a toned down elf that can't do a class like humans. Wait, can they? They can't. I lied. Wait, no, I did not lie. I told the truth entirely. Dwarves are like stockier halflings, and halflings are tiny. Gnomes are kind of weird. I don't really understand gnomes. I don't understand really what niche they're supposed to fill, if any niche at all. I think they're supposed to be a mix between an elf and a halfling, as far as mechanics go. And then half-orcs are just huge guys, essentially. I think I'm going to be doing a sort of like half-orc cleric kind of thing. Maybe a fighter cleric might be it. because then I can kind of understand a little bit better about, you know, the magic, which is one of the more complex parts of Baldur's Gate, I understand. So we're going half orc, female, fighter cleric, with an alignment of, I think I'm just gonna go neutral good. Really, I don't feel, I'm gonna let the story go with the flow, you know. I'm not necessarily in the role-playing camp. I mostly just like to play the game. So I think our roll stats are pretty good, but we'll say I know that I need more wisdom, less dexterity, more constitution, definitely. This is probably fine, well-rounded. And then, of course, what is... Shit. I don't know if I want to do single weapon or sword and shield. I do not want to do dual wielding or two-handed weapon, because I want to be very tanky. I want to be able to use, well, I guess I want to be able to use a shield then, huh? But the single weapons don't get more critical hits, technically. So maybe I might. Oh, we can do both. What am I saying? Yeah. We can do both. Fuck it. What are we going with? Probably maces, because it's archetypal, and it's fun that way. But maybe also warhammers? I'm gonna do it. Oh, maybe I should specialize. You know what? No shields. Shit. Well, yeah, we're gonna specialize in maces, but we're also gonna add on warhammers, I think. Maybe not. Flail is interesting to me. Cool. Now for the spells. Definitely cure light wounds. Remove fear, because I have seen what fear can do in game. It is horrifying because you just run away and then they're gone for like straight up like a minute. On entering the bless spell. This raise the morale of friendly creatures by +1, raise their attack and damage. Ooh. I'm gonna do bliss. Appearance? Why am I green? Oh, half orc. We're gonna go brown, I think. Oh. Because this chick is kind of brown skinned. That's not at all close. Oh god. This is gonna kill me. Yeah, sure, that works. I think. She's like purple hair. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing then. Clothing, it's like golden-ish, sure. Okay. Awesome.
All will die.
I don't know about that.
Your life shall be mine.
I don't know about that either.
Death will come swiftly for you.
Go!
Sure, fuck it. Okay, name. I guess. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm gonna be playing normal mode because I'm not crazy. The core rules are very difficult.
Nestled atop atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Ominous, I will say. Yeah, this is the game. It's, you know, it was the 90s. Give him a chance, come on.
You want it? You got it.
Okay, Candlekeep in. I will admit something. I have played the game up to about, also voice crack, ignore that. I have played the game up to about, I don't know, Nashkel. Not very far at all. It's like maybe an hour and a half if you rush. So I understand some things. So fighter cleric, we are going to sell that if we can. And go in. These are tutorial guys. This is a quest.
Don't worry about me.
But I want to talk
My
to the
hotel's
innkeep.
as clean as an elven arse.
Now I need to make the choice. Do I read throughout the playthrough? Do I read with a voice? Or do I just sit still for a moment and let you guys read? I think realistically I do have to read. But I'm not doing a voice. I'm sorry. Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? That is outrageous. You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. I fear I do not have that kind of entry with me. I suppose I shall return when I do. No. The monks be walking around. Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks be walking about with poles in their nethers be okay. But you know, you were always welcome in here at my site. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Or what do you have? Oh. Buy. Damn, okay, we can. Whatever. So we need to make the choice here. Mace or flail. 1d6 plus 1 crushing requires a strength of 13 with a speed factor of 7. Or speed factor of 7, it's the same thing, but less strength. I'm going to be going with the mace. Oh, 2d4. So realistically, it has the capacity to do more damage. However, the mace is always going to do it at least 2, I believe. So I think I'm going to go with the mace. And we're gonna lose the, not lose, we're gonna move past this mace after a while anyhow. It doesn't really matter. Oh. Is that two-handed? That is one-handed. 1d4 plus, really? It's a speed factor of 4, I see. That's why you picked that. Okay. You can wear heavy armor as a fighter cleric. So that's what we'll be doing. Armor class 4. You want your armor class to be low, which is strange, I know. We're gonna be going with the splint mail. 3 versus piercing and missile, 2 versus crushing. It's poor against slashing, but that's not necessarily the damage you want to be preparing for, I believe. So there we are. We need a, how much skill do we have? 8. Oh god, I don't think we're gonna get a shield, maybe. Oh, we can, just not a heavy shield. We can also get a helmet though. Armor class just 1. It's a good investment. And helmets are pretty hard to come by, seemingly. Helmet and shield. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Actually, you know what?
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Let's do it.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, yes. I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorian's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethkarel in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay. Read all in here. Just a visit here from Baragost. In the inner grounds.
I've got
Swear
this.
without me to run its endless errands, this keep would crumble into the very dust. Okay. That's you. Where is Tethkarel? Chanter. Voice of the West. Voice of the... What? I've got the... What? Can we talk?
The worm shall wander the earth, and such a pestilence
Okay.
will follow
I-
in his wake.
Those guys are fucking strange.
Greetings,
Oh.
young one.
Oh yeah.
Shall be struck
Tethkarel, let's go. Firebeater sent you, hasn't he? Very well. Return the scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. Okay. I'm gonna go that back. Might give us a little bit of gold. Oh,
Don't worry about me.
so
It's hard to find decent
I'm glad to
folk
see that age has not
nowadays.
hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all of your identify scrolls. I have a great use for those types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It will protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Oh, no. Gold, straight up. That's fucked up, man. Come on. Alright. Well, let's go.
Don't worry
head
about
up
me.
real quick. I think the recording might end, or I might end the recording. Well, I shouldn't spoil. I'll just say when it's ending.
Hey, it's
Oh,
me,
God.
Imoen.
I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle fat... What does that mean? I snuck off too. Old Puffgut to Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? Little one. I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but he will not say to where. That's a fucking old lady response. I'm sorry, child, but I'm not to tell anyone what I'm doing. I must go. You should not tarry about either. Yeah, sure. We'll do that, I guess. If you say so. You sure picked up a lot from old Gorion. He never tells it straight neither. Good luck on your trip, or I mean, good luck with whatever you are doing. Wait, what do you know of my journey? Stay out of my business, if you please. Well, that was certainly rude, you Rumduke. Fine, I'll stay here and mind my own beeswax. You better get going. Don't want to keep Mr. G waiting. Wow. I hate her.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. I'm ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's have a child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
5 steps later.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I am sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Get out of here!
Especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
It's me, Imoen.
Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and these monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets, neither. I saw Gorion, and I am so... My fucking dad just died, and you walk up. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. Okay, sure, alright. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I do not want you looking over my shoulder. I accidentally read a... Why didn't you tell me? Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not gonna let you wander around here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, ma'am. I stick with you until you say otherwise. I will. Okay. We're gonna check his body.
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
It should be up here, I believe. It is not up here, I believe. It... Okay, close combat. Move back. I push.
Go, go, go! What you want?
Attack.
Give it to me straight.
Pass. Don't need to cast.
Yep.
Do you have... You do. Oh, that's a move. There we go. Alright. It's fine. Whatever.
Don't worry about me.
Well, that's combat. It's fairly simple at the start. It gets much more complex as time goes on, I assume. So... there's the ambush site. I want the world map. So we're gonna go east. This game is very... location centered. You essentially, if you need to get somewhere, you walk. Unless you know the place already. Or have, well, you need to have been there to fast travel there. Is what I'm trying to say. Well, a busy day for me today indeed. Strange noises throughout the night and now a plethora of people strolling about the wood. You do look a touch more hospitable than the last two I met though. Well met, stranger. I am called Kolshin. Stand away from me now. Could you help me? My foster father and I were attacked last eve and now I'm not sure where to go. The carnage to the north must be the aftermath of your little skirmish then. I am most assuredly sorry about your predicament, but there be little I can do for you. I've nothing of serviceable value to impart except common sense in a few directions. The ways east of here, you should find a crossroads. North of there is the Friendly Arm Inn, and south is the town of Vergost. Both can offer shelter, though rates at the Friendly Arm are likely better. There's a friendlier atmosphere for the young adventurer as well. Staying close to the roads will make your journey safer, but that will depend on where you are heading as well. I cannot accompany you, though there were a pair of travelers not far up the road. They might offer assistance, but I would be wary of the cost. I didn't like the look of them myself. Fare thee well, as they say. Well, I'm kind of sad to say, but I need to end recording. If the one person, or maybe two, who are watching this like this, then I would ask, humbly, that you maybe, possibly, watch the second part. I didn't have much on this one, primarily just because I needed to set things up, and hopefully you understand. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm realizing now, as I record this, I kind of like recording things. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope that the audio wasn't terrible. I just got this mic, so if it's terrible, tell me. Comment if you want. Say I'm a fucking idiot. Tell me what I did wrong. I understand. It's all good. But yeah, I'll see you. Good luck.